Here we purely discuss on these resume related and tips to how to explain a project. And I will conduct a mock interview if you required, and also will give you feedback. And also we will try to assist you finding a job. Okay. So these are the major things that we generally offer as part of the support 3. Okay. So what I will do based on your request, right? So I will try to plan your mock interviews. The people who are not yet given your date, please try to give. Okay, I'll schedule a mock interview for Sahiti. I don't know whether Sahiti joined this meeting or not, and the rest all I will try to schedule a mock interview based on your request, date or time, if I'm available at that moment, right? So but that will be in this month only. Okay guys, try to utilize, because next month maybe next people may join. If you think that the sessions are useful, then you can also rejoin to continue these sessions, because these sessions continues every month. Okay, so you can join whenever you require. Okay, that's no force and all, but will cover all these four if you required in this month. Okay, so I started giving some interview tips out, but I have to explain how to explain a project and in interviews. And then anyway, I'm going to conduct a mock interview, that is for sure. And while mock interview, what I will do is like for 5 to 10 minutes, I will discuss on resume review. I will review resume and will give you some inputs so that you can change accordingly. Okay, so that is for mock interview, right? So guys, before start explaining any topic, okay, so I'm open for any interview related questions. Interview related, okay. Don't ask me like the core concepts related, because that is already done in a part of support 1. I want to be clear that this session is exclusively for interview related. If you have any confusion, if you have any doubts, if you need any help, and if you need any tips, please, you can ask me. Okay.
This support 3 is for monthly. We need to pay monthly if we want to join this.
Yes, yes. I think I have to change a bit there, because all the supports, whatever we are, mentioned, support 1, 2 are monthly only. Okay. So you can quit at any time. If you want to continue, then you just pay and join, rejoin. There's no problem at all. Okay. But whatever we committed, like per month, one mock interview we will conduct, and resume review we will do it, and also we'll explain our tips. Okay, that is will be continued. Okay, these and all will be continued every month, right? But maybe are different tips, I can say, but different people. So if you think 1 month is enough for you, then no need to pay next month. That is up to you. Got it?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So
Hi,
yeah,
hi Naresh, Rajaram here. Can you hear
yeah,
me?
Rajaram. Yeah,
Yeah, thank you for this opportunity, Naresh.
no
And
problem.
this is my first live session with you.
Okay.
Let me give you a short introduction about me
Yeah.
because I joined that first the support first also, but I
Okay.
couldn't introduce myself.
Okay. Okay. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
myself Rajaram, and I have been working with one of the MNC from last 12 years. And in big data domain, I have 3+ years experience, and overall I have 15 plus of years experience in IT. Currently, I'm working as a Hadoop admin. Here, I'm working on Kafka, Flume, Spark, Hadoop, Hive, and Uzi. But since I am working as a Hadoop admin, I don't have the real-time experience on the coding part and the development. So I'm having more experience. I don't know how much the interviewer will be expecting from me. And I'm so basically I'm lagging of coding part, and then I need to get the knowledge on end-to-end project. So I'm starting my preparation as freshly. So I need your help in reviewing my resume and project, and clearing the interview to migrate into data engineering domain.
Sure, Raja. So I understood completely, and it's really good that you have a very good experience. Unfortunately, it might be another area that admin related, but no need to worry. It could be easy, and how to crack an interview with a less coding, we will plan. And fortunately, you already joined a support 1 program, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Correct?
yeah.
So when we launch support 2, please try to join, because support 2 I can recommend for each and every person. Okay. So we will announce very soon so that you people join. Meanwhile, you get your skills up. Okay. So because a project, right, where we won't explain in detail. In detail means we won't teach you how to write a program, or how to do some how to write a Hive query, how to write a Spark query, because by the time you should have it, right? So project is we are project is kind of a, we will do project only when we are having a good knowledge on those tools which we are going to use, right? So it is good practice. You have to complete all the you can say learnings before we start the project, so that you won't get any questions arise at that moment. Simply you have to concentrate only on project execution. That is the reason we started these 2 courses first, and then third, second support will be come a bit later. So please stay with us. I'm telling you, many of you, please stay with us next couple of months. Those who are really want a job, believe me, it's not a big deal at all to crack a job in these days. And that too, in a big data. Big data is a very booming, and you might aware from 3G to 4G how much it got affected. Like till 2012, there was a up to, I mean, 3G was there. After 2012 or 13, 4G came into the picture. Once 4G came into the picture, then entire world changed a lot, and that is where we are getting popular. I mean, we means here big data engineers getting popular, and also data science engineers. Okay, those who are working on a data always have a better future. Okay, again, I want to convey through you, those who are opting a big data, definitely you have a very good future down the line, minimum 10 years. I'm not sure after that it won't be there. No, it will be there with the latest tools. Like you aware, ChatGPT came into the picture, and then Google is announcing his Bard. So there are, so much revolution is going to come. Okay, with this 4G, this much huge hype came on big data, and now 5G is running, right? We are in 5G. Don't you think it will be multiplied by 10x? Yes, it will be multiplied 10x. And coming to ChatGPT, why I'm highlighting this ChatGPT is there is a reason. ChatGPT is giving so many answers. Okay, so many answers. If you want some answer, when you try to type in Google, then it will redirect to any other websites, right? Any other website where we have to go through each and every question and answer and try to find out which is more suitable for us. But ChatGPT is giving you, including code. If you type something like I need a code on Java to for this use case, it will try to give you. Okay, or if you want to understand some topic in Spark, you just type it, you will get it. Of course, I didn't started working on started using on ChatGPT, but yes, I want to use the ChatGPT for content creation. So the huge revolution is going to come in this year through a ChatGPT or Google bot, and we should be ready. Okay, but why I highlighted this topic here is because those are again content related. Those will create content, but those won't solve your problem, right? So somebody should be there to understand that process, or to ask some questions, ChatGPT or Google, and write your own, jobs. Write your own, create your own jobs and process the data. But ChatGPT or Google won't process a data by default, right? Somebody should give instructions, right? So that is where our use will be. Okay. So coming to your questions. So those who joined support 1 are going to access overview, not overview, roadmap. Here I noted every, majority these courses are very, I mean, free only. Okay, very few are paid. Okay. these and all direct course. You can just click on this and you go, and there is a free development environment which is providing by some DMS channel. You try to utilize, and SQL, you can learn SQL by going through any of one or two videos, okay, one or two links here, and you get some command if you don't know. And Python also you can watch some videos, okay. And then PySpark is also, many channels, including Clever Studies. I mentioned other channels also where you can go ahead, okay. And Azure, if you want to learn Azure, then there are dedicated channels you please go through. Hadoop, Hive, Scoop, Uzi, Linux shell scripts, and Airflow, Scala, Snowflake, Power BI, and Git related and tickets related. Okay, finally Agile and WinSCP, Putty, and SDLC process. Here I will put some links, no need to worry. But to become a data engineer, you no need to learn all these things. Again, I'm telling you, these are enough. These are enough. These are enough. If you are to become a only data engineer, if you want to become a cloud engineer, these are additional. That's it. Okay, links I provided here, and also we are conducting Q&A session every week. You go here, learn and understand. If you have any questions, please record your questions here. Where we already discussed some of the questions I addressed. All the roadmap I already given, okay. So skill set, that minimum requirement, okay. Of course, yeah, I may have to add some other, like um, if you are claiming as a experienced guy, agile, you have to know, okay. And I can say agile and some miscellaneous, okay. These and all some miscellaneous. If you are working on support, then you might aware Jira, or ServiceNow, okay.
Yeah.
ServiceNow, okay. These
GitHub.
tools, yeah, of course, yeah. I think I have to mention GitHub also. So GitHub, you have to, because people are asking questions on these areas, okay. You have to have the knowledge. Putty on WinSCP and SDLC. These and all miscellaneous, guys. Okay, these are not actual topics, because these are just it's matter of a week time you can learn everything. Okay, all these things you can learn in a week time. Okay, so but you supposed to have a knowledge on this, because since you are going to prove as a 3 years experience or 4 years experience, so in addition to this, these tools we supposed to have a knowledge, right? So people will ask you, since you are experienced, like how you are creating or developing a project. By using agile methodology, okay. Agile methodology, where we work sprint basis, okay. Sprint sprint So based on the sprints, the will do our developments. Okay, what is sprint? What is agile methodology? And all you come to know if you go through videos or tutorials on YouTube or Google. See, links I already mentioned.
This particular Excel where you have kept.
So you opted support one.
Yeah, support 1 and
Okay.
support 3.
So I think you are not reading properly. Sweta, are you Sweta?
Yes, yes,
Let us say you are aware this, right? Everybody aware this.
yes,
Okay.
yes.
Okay. Now you do the payment and then you will click this, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Just click on it. Where we redirected here, right? To learn a big data stack. See this one only, na?
Okay, till there I didn't go. Okay.
So everything I mentioned in detail here, okay? So Q&A, you can record your Q&A here, and then who has taken support 3, then please try to fill this form for mock interview and other details, because I told you, right, for interview. So when you fill this, then I will get data something like this, okay. So when I go to this Google Drive, I will see your resume. Okay, and also in remarks, you please try to put your available date and time, so that we will plan a mock interview. Okay, So I strongly recommend the persons who joined this course try to utilize this opportunity if you are ready with the mock interview. Okay, see here, these and all many courses are free. With this free also you can able to get the job. And why I'm telling you, you go and learn here. First of all, I will come from the beginning. I'm telling you what to learn, what not to learn, and then I'm giving you links. Okay, and then I'm conducting this session. Okay, Q&A session, a Q&A session here, and I'm conducting support to end-to-end project. I'm also finally for interview also I'm trying to help you. Right now, tell me where we stop or where we lose some context. Guys, are we covering everything?
Yes.
Yes, sir, we are covering everything. But in this interview preparation
Mm-hmm.
session, so you have some topics to give tips to us.
Yes, 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 yes.
Okay.
This definitely we will discuss.
And Naresh, you said that that mock interview for one person in 1 month, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So suppose if 10 persons are ready for mock interview, so it will take 10 months or like how it will be?
One person means if 10 persons are joined, then I will take 10 mock interviews in a month. But for you, I won't repeat again. Okay, I will take only one time for you since you joined this course. You got it?
Yeah, yeah. So, but coding knowledge and end-to-end project is knowledge is required for clearing mock interview.
Let us say out of 100 people, some people already learn this stack. They don't want to learn again. Okay, they are very good here, but unfortunately they are lacking in a project. Okay,
Mhm.
so what they will do directly, they will come and join this course, right?
Yeah.
And now those who already have good knowledge and support, I mean these areas, they don't require this help, they require only here. Okay, then they
Yeah.
will come and join this only, right? So there is no dependency. I don't want to club all three together and uh, wait the person who are here, right? So they will come here and take the help and go out. That's it. And same like here also, the person who need all, they will come, they will join all and they will take help from all.
Okay. And last question. Suppose if I am attending first interview this month, and if I want to go for the second round, I can pay for that next month, and then I can join, right?
Yeah. This is continuously. Okay? This is also monthly. I think I have to change something. Okay, like this monthly
Yeah.
only. I think because people are getting confused. So if you put monthly, then it make more sense.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, no worries. So, guys, what we will do, since I want to cover a few tips in interview, because uh, these tips means not only one point, right? There are several tips that we generally discuss in these sessions. So, as part of this session, I want to cover at least one or two. We'll see that may be useful for you. Okay. So, I assume you have some project knowledge or at least theoretical, what is the project, and not exactly big data but other area you might have some idea, right? Correct.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
Yes.
See, there's no let us say fixed content for this. Okay, try to understand. And I don't want to stop after giving 2 to 3 tips and then that's it. Okay, I don't want to do something like that. Okay, whatever in my mind I will try to explain, okay, every week, right? So first tip is, when you are explaining a project, understand you you know many things in our hand only. Okay, don't give an huge time to a interviewer. Okay, what does it mean? Okay, first question, brief introduction, right? When you ask for this, people will take very light because we are not a freshers. They will give a brief introduction, as they like. But what I'm thinking is that is a first impression. Okay, that first 1 2 minutes will also create some kind of a impression on you. Okay, leave it about the technical expertise that will come into later, because brief intro about you, I think it will affect 10% of your result. Then how to proceed, how to tell. Okay, Obviously you will introduce, you can name, tell your name, tell your full name. Okay, how many years professional experience, tell me about your project. That is a different case. Okay, and let us say certification if you done any, and based on the interviewer mindset, I think some personal info, family, I can say family background, education background. So don't say this in our second round of interview. Okay, first round of interview is fine. Okay, in this detailed explanation, it is fine in first round of interview. But second round, when you go for second round of interview, right? There are little more experienced person who will take your interview. They won't listen all this story. They don't want to listen your family background. They don't want to listen your education background. They want to know your capabilities. Okay, they want to know your professional experience. They want to know your managerial things. Okay, so second round always should be some crispy explanation you have to go. Okay, and then education and family. Okay, don't take too much. It could be a 1 to 2 minutes max. Okay, right? So this is a brief. Okay, project is a very important. I can say 30% it will affect on your. Don't explain too short and too long. Okay, still people are joining. Project I can say somewhere 3 minutes to 5 minutes. I can say more than that actually. Um, 3 minutes to, can say, average. Okay, you can take average at least 4 to 5 minutes is average, but based on your scope of work, you have to at least explain 3 to 6 minutes. Okay, because why I'm saying this, generally your interview time, people will take technical interview, somewhere people will take 30 minutes to 60 minutes. Average I can say 45 minutes. Okay. Now if you explain this 2 minutes and this 5 minutes, again only 7 minutes. Let's assume just 10 minutes it took. Okay, or somewhere okay, like first 10 minutes, you captured all this, right? You covered all this. Now why I told you drive interview yourself, you don't give much time to interviewer. What does it mean? Like when he asks this question, immediately you will explain. When he asks this question, immediately you will explain your project, right? So next question is almost depends on your current explanation of the project. Okay, let us say I will give you one example. If you ask me, I will explain my project. Let us say without cloud. Okay, without cloud project I will explain, because I don't want to explain because if you are not good at a cloud related, if you are good at only Hadoop and Spark, then explain this project majority time. Okay, and there wherever you are strong, let us say you are strong in school, you are strong in talent, you are strong in Hive or HDFS, or you are strong in sales script, you are strong in scheduling tools by using Oozie or Airflow, or you are strong in writing high queries, or you are strong in Spark or PySpark. Okay, so first of all try to understand where you are strong. Okay, and then pitch that. Okay, because once you explain end to end, right, then next question is end to end pipeline explanation. Once you complete this, then they will ask you what is your role, roles and responsibilities. Okay, roles and responsibilities in that project. So this is the next question. From here you have to take, okay, you have to direct interviewer. How? Let us say you explain end to end, and then you also you have to pitch your roles and responsibilities where you are strong. Let us say you are strong in Hadoop. Hadoop means HDFS. Okay, or Hive, and
Spark, PySpark.
whatever. Okay, then you have to keep on explain this only. Keep on explain this means, yes, let us say you are not good at in ingestion. Ingestion means by using scoop or talent or any JDBC or ODBC connectors or any other. Okay, so if you are not strong here, what you can say is, though the project involves this, we have a dedicated team who will ingestion team is there who will work on this and pull the data from, let us say, Oracle to Hadoop. From Hadoop, we will process the data by using these tools: Hive, HDFS, and PySpark. Right? Now, question will come to you on this area, because he may ask you one question, that is, why you haven't worked on this ingestion part. You can say that I know the scoop talent. I mean, I know, let us say, take anyone. Okay, I know scoop, but I didn't get an opportunity to work with the other team because my role is defined here, where I have to work on data cleaning and transformations activity. Okay, these are kind of a layers I told you, right? Landing layer and landing layer or transformations layer. Okay. And semantic or data marts. Okay, or the data may goes to goes to, let us say, NoSQL databases. DBs like Cassandra or MongoDB or HBase. Okay, so if you are good at Scoop or Talent or any other, you can mention I worked all these, so that questions will come on this. Okay, then they will go what type of file. Okay, let us say you are claiming that here you have a good experience. Okay, then they may ask you questions like because you are pitching more, right? You are stressing, I know Hive, I know PySpark, I know something. Okay, let me work, workflow scheduler, be Uzi or Airflow or crontab, or if it is a cloud, it is ADF, but I don't want to write now. Okay,
Control M.
yeah, control M is there, but okay, or in our company we are using Redwood. Redwood is also scheduler. Okay, so there are many. Okay, but thing is, I can say, if you feel this is very hard, you don't learn. You say that once we develop these jobs and we will give her to our another team who will schedule our jobs. We will give all the deliverables, okay, and like code or everything and files and everything. Then we have a admin team who will schedule our jobs by using any of the test tools. But I am aware Uzi or I am aware Airflow. You can say that, so that what they will understand is, they may understand, okay, you are having good experience on here, but you didn't get an opportunity to work on any of these tools, so that they may ask very less questions on these areas. But if you are good at Scoop or Uzi, you can also say that I worked on this, so that people or interviewer will ask questions on this as well. Now let us say, this is very very important, guys. Okay, I don't think, I'm not saying this is not important, this is also important, but I'm just giving some stars. Okay, so to do a real-time project, you have to learn all these stages. Okay, but now immediate question is, you will get a questions on any of these topics. Okay, like I don't want to go into deeper. Okay, you may get a questions on Hive, or you can get a questions on Spark, like if you are using a Spark SQL, I mean Python, yeah, of course, Python or SQL. You will get questions on these areas. Most of the questions will come here because you are stressing a lot, right? So they may concentrate on these areas most of the cases. And these here, they will test you whether you are aware that topic or not, because you are a part of that project, right? You should aware all the process or what is going on in your project. But it need not be like it doesn't mean that you should work on each and every area, right? But idea is it is good to know, what are the tools that you are using as part of whole end-to-end pipeline. Is it clear, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Any
Uh,
questions up to now?
so, just I have some doubt, like regarding ingestion means taking or bringing data from other sources into our database or file system, right?
Correct.
Okay. Then coming to this data cleaning and transformation part, please help me to understand what is landing and semantic part.
See,
Semantic.
let me tell you, these layers, right? This
Yeah.
is one company may follow something like that, but another company may name like this, um, branch, okay, branch layer or silver layer, gold layer, platinum layer.
Okay.
Got it? So this is a different, okay, or can say um, -1 and 0, 1, 2. We call something like this. -1 is kind of a, we can say, before data pre-process. That is raw data. Okay, landing area, right? Why we said 0 is, let us say in landing area we got 100 files, but out of 100 files there are 2 files corrupted. I want to segregate those. That means bad data, good data. Okay. Okay. After segregating, out of 100, 2 files I remove, and only 98 files will move to zero layer. That is, whatever the data which is there in a zero layer, we have a actual data to process. So, and first layer, we will clean all the data. We will take all the raw data from here and clean it and put it here. And now we'll take all, what is the cleaning? It's kind of a null checks or duplicate checks, or any other similar kind of things. Let's say casting, okay, some into to float or float to int or into string,
Data.
something like that. Okay. And now if the data is cleaned and ready to do a business transformations, then I will write some business transformations and put it here. Okay, right?
Okay.
So like that, we will call some terminology. It need not be the same, okay? But what I want to say is, like, when we do a real-time project, right? We will use some terminology, either this or this. Okay. Okay, guys, any questions? I think we have
So I
some
think
time.
in our company they are naming it as landing tables, then the staging tables, then
Yeah.
main table, like that. So this
Yes.
is
Yes.
also right. Okay.
Landing tables we cannot call landing tables because landing area means raw data. Okay.
Mhm. Mhm.
Generally, we won't create tables in landing area.
Okay.
I'm not writing or drawing everything. So what I want to say is, like, let us say there is a different sources are there. Okay, and different sources are there. Just assume different sources. There are two sources. We are pulling data, and now I want to load this data. Okay, so I told you, right? This is -1 layer, or this is a landing area. This is
Yes.
landing. Let us say we got, I will explain this in detail in our support 2 project. Let us say here 100 files we supposed to capture. Okay, of some 70 files from here, 30 files from here, and we put all this here landing. Landing, are what we will do is, like, from landing again. It could be a part of Hadoop, or it could be a separate server. Okay, NAS path. where all data is coming in. Okay. So let us say this is not a Hadoop, or you can assume anyone. For simplicity, you can assume this is also in Hadoop. Okay. Now what we will do is, right, we will write a scoop job. Okay. By using scoop, we'll pull the data. Let's assume these are our structured data. Okay. So when we take the data, either generally we will load directly to Hive table, or will also pull a data from a table to Hadoop in form files. Okay, in the form of files also. Now, now question is, let us say I defined some rules, because these files are some default file names, right? These files will come like part M, part -001, part -002, part -023. Some default file names will come, correct? When we load data by using scoop and all, correct? But so assume there are some again we created two folders. Let us say bad data, good data, or you can say reject or accept. Okay, no problem, whatever. So now what we generally do is, like, we will write some shell script or a Python script to check whether this data is, or talent jobs also, okay, whether this data is correct or not, or these files are came as per our requirement or not. Now what we will do, or I can use Python or whatever. Okay, here I can use shell or Python script. Now I will bifurcate the data. So what I'm saying, out of 100, let us say 5 files it come here, and 10 files, 95 files come here. What we will do generally, we'll also archive this data. Okay, this is based on the requirement. Not everyone can do this, but we can archive, like whatever 100 files is there, we will simply dump into one HDFS folder for security purpose, or for future reference purpose. Okay, we will do archive in this here only. Okay, but we will segregate or bifurcate the data, something like that. Okay.
Okay.
Now this is generally we call it as a, this is -1, this is a 0. Okay. From here, as I told you, like this is another, can say this is another layer. This is another layer. This is another layer, and this is another layer. Okay. This is landing, and let us say this is a cleaning, or whatever you can cleaning, and then this is transformations. Okay. That means all the data which is cleaned, let us say all this data in the form of files. Okay, in the form of files will come here. What is the difference between this data is because you cleaned all the, let's say, duplicates, nulls, or junk characters, or casted, all these things you did here. And now um, transformations, let us say transformations, uh, transformations, I mean, here we will create some tables. Okay, here we will create some tables. Here we will create tables, Hive tables, or whatever. Then we will load all this data into those tables. Okay, and now let us say here there are 10 tables we created, and each 10 tables, whatever, or 9 tables, whatever you can call it as, we load data into the tables. Okay, let us say 10 tables we created. All the 10 tables having now is a cleaned data which is ready for a business transformations. Okay, to do some transformation over it. Now client required some logic. So they want, let us say this is a supermarket data, and where we have a 10 tables, that is customer table, product table, transactions table, or contact table. Okay, there are multiple, but customer wants one use case we will take. Okay, so what is the total? What is the highest selling product? What is the highest selling product in 2022? That is a use case. So for that, right, we have to do so many joins inside these tables, and finally we may create one data set. Okay, so we may create one data set. With that data set may have or table. That table will have all the data related. We can say one table we will create where the table contains all the customer name, product, and quantity and price. I can say here 10 tables are there, right? But here we may not create 10 tables, right? Because out of these 10 tables, we may create two or three. Let us say I create only 4 tables because this is a transformed data. Okay, all the data may be available in these 4 tables only. I don't need to go to this again, this area. Okay, so 4 tables here I created. Okay, now this is the processed data or transformed data. Then this data moves to semantic layer. What semantic will do is like, again, this data will may we will write a few more business logics based on the requirement and take the final outcome. Okay, that is um, though this is a filtered data, but we won't give access to external system to this layer because this is internal to the company or project. Okay, so we won't generally give access to here. What we will give is like, we may create, let us say, one more layer. Let us say one more layer called semantic or data mart. Okay, we may create here uh, views on top of these tables or some tables. Okay, and this data will move to, and here we will give access to the external parties to come and get the data. Let us say there is a Power BI developer is there. Okay, he is creating some reporting. Okay, we will give access to him to access this layer, not this layer, because this is our internal. Okay, this is our external. Okay, okay, understood now, guys?
Yes, yes.
So
Yes,
typically we
Nitin.
follow this kind of procedure. This, you can say, this is a semantic or data mart. Okay, I can just writing data mart for reporting. Okay, how this will happen with Airflow or OZ scheduler or Redwood scheduler or any other equivalent scheduler. Got it?
Mhm.
So we are going to explain a project with this similar structure with many tools. Let us say we are going to use, let us say, PostgreSQL, Scoop, Shell script or Python script, or HDFS and Hive and PySpark, and then Oozie or Airflow.
Okay.
Okay,
So,
all these
yeah.
things we're going to use.
So, one question I have on like I am working in banking domain. Let's okay, and if I explain my project, surely if I give my introduction and I tell them like I am working in banking and so surely they will come to know like I am working in banking domain. So my project should be related to banking domain, right? Whatever I am telling to them.
Correct.
Okay, so the project which we will get through you will be related to banking domain.
I'm not sure on it because here we want to stress on process. Okay, how a real-time project will execute. That could be a, banking domain or telecom domain or any other domain. Because here two things we have to understand. If you are claiming that project as a banking domain, you have to have a banking domain knowledge also. Correct? So domain knowledge is very much required. Okay. If it is sales, then you have to know the sales related content. Okay. So domain knowledge is very much needed when you are explaining a project. Okay. Okay. And banking also, many banking are, there are two types of project. That is streaming projects, and another one is batch oriented projects.
Okay.
Okay. So streaming projects, let us say credit card frauds or live, tracking. Okay, there generally we use Spark Streaming or Kafka or some other tools which are work real time. But in this case, if you are having a good knowledge and batch oriented project, that is also enough. But you have to support your answer like banks also have some batch oriented data processing, right? Because they have to analyze their customers' data, correct?
Correct. Yeah.
Backend. So they
Yes.
have both the projects, streaming projects and batch oriented projects, both. Got it?
Okay.
Guys, I think time is up. We will continue any questions if you have in our next sessions. Hope this may be useful for you.
Sure, Naresh. Thank you for this session. If in coming session, are you going to give some brief regarding banking domain, like what is that and what data we get in banking domain?
No, Rahul. Rahul, try to understand. I'm not explaining any domain related because domain is specific to a project. Even I don't have a knowledge. I have some telecom domain. I worked on to telecom. If you want, I will explain, telecom, how a telecom domain will be there.
Mhm.
Okay?
Okay.
Because wherever I am having a knowledge, I can able to explain. But where I'm not having energy and telecom, two domains I have a knowledge. I will explain. Banking, you can get it from anywhere, yeah. You can just search it in Google.
Yeah, I will try. Sure.
Okay. So that is up to you.
Okay.
Right?
Thank you.
You can explain any domain, okay? If you are already working on banking domain, that is good to know, good to have. And if you are not, then just follow what we are going to explain. Or I'm not sure what domain that we are going to explain in demo also, okay? In demo, we are not concentrating much on domain related, okay? But use case we will explain, okay? What exactly end user required, okay? That kind of stuff we will explain, okay?
Fine. Okay.
Domain related knowledge, you will get it from Google, no worries at all.
Correct.
And parallelly, I will explain one or two domains in our coming sessions or as part of support. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. Have a nice day. Have a
Thank you.
nice weekend as well. Okay.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
Naresh, for your time.